So I've previously talked about journeying together, but I never really talked about my investment strategy with this set. I mainly just talked about journey together as a set itself and what I thought about it, but I never really gets talked about how much I plan to buy and more of the investing side of stuff that you guys like. So that's what I'm going to do here today because I know you guys have probably wanted to know what I plan to do with this set because I have been talking about it, but not really more on the investing side. So, one thing I guess I have said though is that I don't plan to go extremely heavy into the set, and I really mean it. For example, Surging Sparks. I bought like 10 cases of booster boxes. I'm not doing that with this set. I can guarantee you that. I am not buying 10 cases of Journey Together booster boxes. I simply am just not doing that. And I'm going to explain later why I'm not doing that. But I guess first I want to get to, the point. What you guys probably want to know is the numbers, how many I plan to buy. So, understand this. Right now, the market price, right, is at 190, and they're selling like every single day. Seems like more are being sold at 190, right? So it is pretty expensive. It's above MSRP. I'm not buying at market price, anywhere near market price, to be honest. I am buying under MSRP. So just know that when I tell you these numbers, okay, that I'm buying under MSRP from the place, I guess I'm buying from. I bought from them before. They didn't cancel me with my pre-orders that I've bought from them, in the past. I'm assuming that they're not going to do that with this set, hopefully. But yeah, this place I'm buying from, most likely I should be able to get everything I order from them because I'm not buying in extreme amounts. So hopefully they do not disappoint this time. But do know that, I am buying under MSRP. So how many boxes do I plan on buying? Because I think that's what you guys want to know, right? Vapor Self, how many you're buying? So I'm going to give you guys a range because there's no way I can give you guys an exact number because I don't know exactly how much like to the box I want to buy, but I can give you guys a range of how much I plan to buy. So, like I said, keep in mind with Journey Together, I'm not buying at market price. I plan on buying, and this is a range, it's not that big of a range, anywhere from 3 to 6 cases. So, that number, like I said, it could be a lot to some people. It could be, small amount to some people. But to me, 3 to 6 cases isn't that much. I'm more leaning on the middle side, maybe buying like 4 or 5 cases, to be honest. But that's how many I plan on buying. Like I said, I'm not buying 10 cases. I'm not going extremely heavy into Journey Together because, I think this is a good set. I think Journey Together is a good set. And in my opinion, if I were to place this right now, based on what we're seeing here, I don't think all, the cards are released here. I think the majority of them are though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if there's any more like illustration rares coming out, but from what I'm seeing here, this set is pretty good. And if I were to rank it from what I'm seeing here, out of I guess all the main sets from Scarlet and Violet, I would probably. It's really tough. I'd probably have to place it maybe third or second. I'd probably put Surging honestly number one. I know I'm a little bit biased yet, so I'd probably put Surging at number one. And it's a fight between. I'd probably put Paldea Evolved at 2, and then this at 3. I think that's pretty fair. Maybe you could argue that maybe Twilight should be 3 or whatever, but I think this is, in my opinion, better than Twilight. So I'd probably put this in number 3. I think that's pretty fair. So I think Surging's probably a little bit better, right? I think, Paldea's a little bit better. So this is where I'm placing it. And me putting Surging, I guess, at number one, some people might disagree. But I mean, the Pikachu is like a $500 card, and the Latios is a $250 card. So I don't really know how expensive the cards are going to be for the set. So therefore, I'm just putting it at number 3. I guess if you were just, I guess on the fly, just giving you guys some sort of ranking here, what I think about this set. I'm putting it at number 3. It may go up depending on the prices and I guess how strong this set holds up. But as of right now, we don't know card prices on the English side. So I just put this in number 3 because Paldea Evolved is a very deep set. It has a ton of illustration rares. So yeah, I think this is probably number 3 in my eyes, at least from what I'm seeing right now. And the reason why I'm putting it at number 3 is not because of the artworks. All the artworks, honestly, in my opinion, are really great. I think all the Lily cards are going to be pretty expensive. Also the Ionos. But there are also just some other nice illustration rares. But the problem with the set, like I said, it's not the artworks. I think also it's pretty cool that they did put the trainers on the full art cards. Some people say it looks like it's like a ghost. I can kind of understand that, but I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. But Yeah, I like all the artworks. Like none of these, there's nothing wrong. I know some people have kind of criticized it. I think the Volcanion here being an SIR, but I think all of them look great. The problem that I'm having here and why I'm not going extremely heavy into this set is because the set's very small. Now, the cards that it does have are very good. I think Lily's Clefairy is going to be, I think it's pretty obvious the most expensive card. I think on the Japanese side, it's far the most expensive card. This is probably going to be the same thing. The Enzoroark, I think, is pretty expensive too on the Japanese side. The Salamence, I think, is also decently expensive. I think these ones, like the Zacian here, I don't think is that expensive. But it's mainly going to be, I think, these three cards are going to be expensive. And for the illustration rares, probably also the other Lily's cards probably gonna be expensive, but also maybe these two. But this is not a deep set. Like Surging Sparks, I think has maybe 12 or 13 SARs and illustration rares. I don't know how many illustration rares, but you know those sets I put higher on the list and I'd rank them higher because they have more higher rarities like SARs and um this set is just very small. Like I'm pretty sure this is comparable to Stellar Crown, Obsidian Flames with the amount of SARs it has, and even I'm pretty sure Obsidian has a lot more illustration rares or Stellar Crown. So a lot of these sets have more illustration rares because if you look here, guys, there's not that many. So there's like what 11 here because no wait there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 13. So 13 illustration rares in 6 SARs, guys. That's a very small set. I'm pretty sure I've heard that this is like a 1-to-1 ratio with the Japanese set. So it is a very small set. But like I said, the cards it does have it's good. But it's a small set. So it's like I don't want to go super heavy into a small set like this, even though I think it's going to perform pretty well, especially in this market, guys. You guys got to understand this. I know some people have strong opinions about this set. Some people saying it's extremely good and underrated, and all the people hating on this set are wrong. And there's also the other crowd that's saying that everybody buying to this set is dumb and that this set sucks. In this market, especially in this market, this set's going to perform extremely well. It just is, right? I do understand, I guess, some people saying, I don't know, that this is just an okay set. I can understand that to some extent because especially how small the set is and maybe is somewhat disappointing to some people. But I think it's a pretty good set regardless, right? And I think even in the long run, when this hype thing does die down, I think these cards that we're seeing here, I think they're going to still be desirable. Like regardless of all this, I guess, hype and everything going on, I think this is just a good set in general. But it is small. So that's definitely a big reason why I'm not going heavy is because it is a small set. But other than that, a very big reason why I'm not going heavy into this set is because of Team Rocket. Team Rocket is being released right after this set. Why would I buy like 10 cases of these booster boxes of Journey Together when Team Rocket is coming out next? Because you got to think about it this way. If I were to buy 10 cases, right, of Journey Together, a lot of my money would be tied up to that set. Let's say Journey Together, let's say in some world, which I don't think is really going to happen, that this set just completely flops. Let's say it goes under MSRP, nobody wants it, which, like I said, I don't think is going to happen. But let's say that happens, right? Let's say booster boxes right now are at 190. Let's say it goes all the way to like 130, which I don't think is going to happen, like I said. But let's just make this fake scenario. If I have 10 cases of these booster boxes, right? If they go down to 130, guys, I can't offload a single box and make a profit, right? So it's risky to go super heavy into this set, knowing that there's a very hyped up set coming right after it. So to kind of, I guess, hedge kind of the risk or whatever that possibly this doesn't skyrocket in a few months after it's released, I'm not going extremely heavy because I want to have cash on the side to buy into Team Rocket. Like I said, I think this is a good set regardless. In the long term, I think it's still going to perform well, but I want to have money, available for Team Rocket pre-orders because I know Team Rocket is probably going to, obviously we don't know the cards, but just based on the hype and everything being talked about with Team Rocket, it's probably going to be a better set than, than Journey Together. Without even seeing any cards, just, based on what we've seen with artworks and stuff, I don't think they're going to totally just, flop Team Rocket, right? Or the glory of Team Rocket. Maybe it could be, something like, I don't know, some cards come out, maybe it's somewhat disappointing, but regardless, I think the hype and everything around, the Team Rocket set, it's probably going to be more popular than Journey Together. And therefore, I'm hedging, I guess, my bets and my risk. I'm not investing extremely heavy into this set. Like I said, probably somewhere around 3 to 6 cases, around that amount. It's not an extreme amount, because if I was going to buy extreme amounts, I'd probably buy 10 plus cases. But I'm not doing that with this set because it could be risky. Because if I bought 10 cases of the set and it doesn't go up, at least a little bit where I can make maybe some profit and sell some off by the time, I need a pre-order for Team Rocket, I'm done for, right? So I guess that's what I wanted to explain here. Kind of give you guys a range of how much I plan to invest, because I really haven't told you guys, but that's it. 3 to 6 cases, somewhere around that range. And that's just me being very honest with you guys. I'm not investing extremely heavy because of Team Rocket and also this being a smaller set. I think, like I said, it's going to perform pretty well in this market, especially in this market, and also long term, but I want to have that cash for Team Rocket. And that's simply it. You really have my word on this. I'm not buying 10 cases of this set. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, in my opinion, to buy that extreme amount because it's a little bit risky. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know some of you guys have been asking and wanting to know how much I do actually plan to invest in this set. Let me know down in the comments if you are surprised or maybe not, because I feel like that's a moderate amount. 3 to 6 cases, it's in the middle of being kind of like on the lower end, but not really on the higher end. So yeah, that's just me being honest. When I get those cases, I'll probably show you guys because it's not an extreme amount or anything surprising. And yeah, so that's the end of this video. Just want to talk about this. So hopefully you guys are satisfied. You got my honest, take in my, investment strategy with Journey Together. I'm investing, right? I didn't say I never was, but I'm not going extremely heavy because, guys, with Team Rocket, if I'm able to find Team Rocket, right, at decent prices, which obviously decent is a vague word because it's all relative to the market price, right? If I can find Team Rocket for MSRP or a little bit under that, guys, I'm obviously we gotta wait, right? We gotta wait until the actual Japanese side comes out and all these sorts of things. But I'm probably gonna go pretty heavy. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say in this video. I'll talk more about my investment strategy and stuff when we know more about Team Rocket. I don't want to spoil too much about that, but here you go. There's my investment strategy. We're doing it together. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.